Well, greetings and salutations, everyone, and I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to a bonus upload. Before we get into it, a couple links. As you know, I rely on Patreon, PayPal, and my merch to help the channel to continue to grow and go. The links to Patreon and PayPal are in the description below. My merch is displayed directly under the video. Also, Dogman Frightening Encounters Volume 1, 2, and 3, the audiobook versions. They were written and researched by Tom Lyons, narrated and produced by me, Jeffrey Nadolny. Those audiobooks are available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes, the links to which are also in the description as well. And finally, last but definitely not least, if you'd really like to help support this channel to continue to grow and go, simply subscribe, click the like button, and please leave a comment. It really does help, and you know what? It really does matter. And now, everyone, I have taken far too much of your time. Let's get on with today's bonus, shall we? Today's bonus is surprising to me. Any YouTuber or any person who has a YouTube channel and has been doing it for a while knows when a video is kind of marked. You're not going to get a copyright strike or a kind of any kind of strike, claim strike, whatever. But there is certain ways of knowing when a video is looked at and kind of, what's the right word, is questionable to Google, maybe. Google, as we know, works with our government. Now, last week I talked about the Dogman that was found off of 638 in Whitewood, Virginia. I talked about how there was a train, helicopters off of 635, which is off of 638. And DJ came on, shared with us what he had heard. I got some information from a reliable source as well. DJ shared what he had, and that video was not marked or not looked at. The next, or it was, and just not, it's kind of hard to explain. But the next video that I did was an update, and I discussed the fact that, well, DJ shared a little bit about the crawler that was found, and I discussed a little bit about my thoughts on HARP and the storm kind of pinpointing these two counties. That video is marked. I can tell that whoever didn't like it, and it was very strange. So I went back and listened, and I listened for curse words. I listened for any kind of anything that would set off a red flag, and I didn't hear one. I really didn't, minus the discussion that I had about HARP and the government using HARP in Virginia. Next thing I know, this video is kind of hot, I guess. It's hard to explain how I know, but I do. I've been talking about all of these conspiracies at night, truths, and I don't know if it's just like, hey, now we're going to stop and start looking at his videos, but it was really strange because the video DJ and I did prior to that discussing, the locations and this and that was just the same as what we talked about in the latest video, minus my belief that they are using, they being the government or secret government, NWO, using HARP as kind of a weapon, weather weapon. I don't know how true that is, but being that that video got looked at intensely says things to me that, yeah, we are looking at it. And which makes me think that it is true. That they used this storm to clear out Dogman, Crawler, whatever you want, whatever is lurking in the shadows of Tazewell and Buchanan counties, Mercer County, West Virginia. They used this storm to kind of push these creatures out. 44 people were missing. Unfortunately enough for everyone was found. Unfortunately, a lot of homes were lost, people displaced. But judging from the Dogman and the Crawler, it was a success, I guess. Hopefully they found more. And 44 people were not lost for a day or two for one Dogman and one Crawler, and people displaced. It's just strange that this storm hit a certain area, a torrential rainstorm that flooded this small Virginia town, a small coal mining Virginia town. And why else would they do it? Because these counties have been in the news as of late with unexplained deaths, unexplained disappearances, and I think it was a cover-up. I really do, especially with the way they looked at that video. So I know it's not a great bonus upload, but it just struck me as odd. And being that the video prior that DJ and I discussed the storm and this and that was not checked, this one was, and not really red flagged, but just checked, and I could tell that they were not happy with what I was saying in it. Makes me believe 100% I'm on the right path. And I just hope that I can continue to go down this path, because I want the answers and I want to give them to you. I'm just sitting here thinking about it, and it really does tell me that my theory on this had a concrete backing. Maybe not all the way, but you got to think Virginia's state government is going crazy. You've got two very small communities, good people. They've had their hardships, but dealing with 8 unsolved deaths, missing people in such a small location. So much is going on. And then to have a powerful rainstorm to rip through in that one location, it's fishy to me. So like I said, I know it's not the normal upload for a bonus, but I needed to share this with you guys because I really think I'm on the right path now. I really do. I think the Virginia state government and our federal government, or NWO, are up to something, and why they'd want to kill or get rid of these creatures is baffling to me, because its population, they could take care of the population very easily with these things. Decrease population, Dogman, Crawler. No questions asked. Just a brief newspaper article and move on to the next. Anyway, stay safe, guys. I'll be working on tonight's second half now. I want to thank everyone for your support. May the Great Spirit watch over us all, and may He guide us down that path that we call life.